this area, try to get a mass army siege in HaRDy's base.
And lay mines down to help prevent the goons from coming in and sandwiching him.
And honestly, this could work pretty well because it looks like HaRDy's relying on cannons and tech right now. I don't see a whole lot of mass for HaRDy.
We do have to note, though, that HaRDy is building an expo here, right there in the base. Tank Siege.
Oh, and he gave it away a little bit too soon. HaRDy's going to be able to react to this before he can get reinforcements in, and then he's going to make quick work of this little drop by Stalife is not going to do a whole lot of damage.
HaRDy keeping those goons there, like I said, he likes to play that kind of mid-game, that defensive style, and that's what's definitely against a trick player, a cheesy player, that's what you want to do.
Well, you know, HaRDy is not used to this situation. He's not used to playing against this build, and what you need to do in this situation, if you're HaRDy, is go carriers.
Go carriers.
I mean, you cannot go Zealot Dragoon versus Mass Factory because Terran are going to murder you on fastest if they have this many command centers, this many SCVs, and this many factories.
It works this way. The Vultures cancel the Zealots. The tanks cancel the Dragoons.
What is Stalife? He has a bunch of empty dropships here. Maybe he's just trying to scare HaRDy or something.
Bluff, get rid of his food count. You could say that he's at 114 and he only has enough room for 118. He's probably just trying to buy himself some time.
This is a bad mistake by HaRDy. It's nice of him to get an expo here, but more gateways are not going to do you any good going against mass factories. So what HaRDy needs to do is mass cannons in this area right here, and then go for carriers somewhere proxy, maybe somewhere like this, maybe somewhere top right next to his base, maybe somewhere right here instead of gateways. But without carriers, you know, Zealot Dragoon is going to get just absolutely annihilated by all these factories.
And I'm not going to lie to you, I actually don't like the placement. I know, I mean, that's what you need to do in your pro spin against Terran. You need the whole other expo with the gateways. But that spot, I don't really like. I like it on the left.
Oh, wait, drop coming in. Drop coming in. This is going to be absolutely massively important.
He has to get him, but even if he does, there's still 3 gateways. Storm, come on, show that Storm. There it is.
Ooh.
Go. Nice takeout. Oh, is that mines there?
HaRDy did get about 20 SCVs, and he did a really nice, that was a fast storm. Before the Templar even hit the ground, it was storming. So nice usage of hotkeys by HaRDy. Very good storm drop, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It looks like Stalife has 4 command centers, so he's going to be having a huge SCV pump, and he's basically 4 command centers versus 2 Nexuses. Oh, Arbiter Tribunal. HaRDy has to get Arbiters or carriers. He's going to need mass Arbiter, though, and I don't know if 1 starport is going to be enough to keep HaRDy in this game.
Yeah, when you're building Arbiters, should have 2. You like just the 2 starports, just so you can produce them faster and all so forth. Sorry, Stargates.
I mean, the Vulture tank mass is just so good against Zealot Dragoon.
Yeah, and like we said, Pro HaRDy's not used to this kind of a build structure. And you know, who of us is?
Yeah, I mean, Pro HaRDy not really a low money player, never really played low money before, whereas Stalife has, so he's going to be used to this adapting game style, and it looks like he has a massive advantage in this game so far.
And those temps are a good choice, though, for HaRDy. Of course, temps are never, ever a bad decision.
Yeah, High Templars are definitely a good... Oh, another drop coming in. I see in the minimap here.
Oh, the scout to take the draw fire so the shuttles can get
and
through.
We're going to have to see if this Templar can land and do some damage.
Oh,
and the mines take out both the Templars. The mines take out both the Templars. No storm going off in the SCVs.
Stalife, great play, great anticipation there. Hey, I can't say that word. What do you know? I mean, you do that in low money a lot of the time to get the reavers from coming, but in fastest, it works for the temps, it looks like.
Yeah, it looked like he took out those Templars before they could cast a storm, so a nice play there by Stalife, and I think that's going to be enough to give him the game. It looks like his factory pump is just going to be too much for HaRDy to overcome. He doesn't have any starports yet. He only has that 1 starport to pump scouts for his drop, but no carriers to speak of, and I don't see how he can overcome this factory pump with just Zealot Dragoon.
Yeah, with this time of the game, too, if you have a Terran coming inside your base, and once he officially gains more and more map control, he's slowly sealing the deal for this game. Zealot's coming in, taking out the tanks, got to give him credit for that. All the speed Zealot's coming in. I don't know, this may be his time to gain some ground. All those mines will devour everything he has there. Literally, all one.
Jeez. Yeah, mine's just devouring, and it is nice that HaRDy got this expansion because expansions are very good to do against Terran because Terran are a very stationary force. So if you make them fight on two fronts, you can really surround them and do a whole lot of damage against their army.
Oh, and like I was saying earlier, with the placement of that Expo, I like to have it on the other side of the Terran, like at that angle for him to come in. It's even to his front, like maybe on the left, mid left, or bottom left base would be a good ideal for an Expo for Protoss against a T.
Yeah, and
kinda give him
Stalife doing a
sandwich.
good job staying broke on his minerals here. He's really pumping well from these factories, showing off some pretty good macro. And it's HaRDy has no choke, so it's going to be very hard for him to hold off this mass factory push. I don't know why he's not getting a mass starport expo yet, because with gateways, he's not going to be able to win this game.
No, I don't know what he's thinking. I mean, I'm trying to think what I can see going through his head right now, and I think it's that he knows if he stops building units, Stalife is going to take advantage of that somehow, because that's what he does.
Okay, and I want to point out that if you're in a Protoss versus Terran, you cannot let the Terran get ahead of you in upgrades. You see Stalife is 1-1, and I believe HaRDy is, I don't see a unit on the field for HaRDy. It looks like HaRDy, yeah, he's 0-0-1, which means he's behind the Terran in upgrades, and Terran have efficient units as it is, with the mines and the tanks and the factories, and they have all ranged attacks. So Terran get a lot of efficiency out of their units and a lot of free hits. You cannot let them be ahead in supply or upgrades, or it's going to be absolutely impossible for you to run them over if they know what they're doing.
Especially the tech factor of Terran upgrades. Like, the best, I mean, overall, per rating for upgrades of whatever you want to give it to, Terran tech, fully upgraded, is just immensely invincible. It really is.
Ooh, and a lot of mines coming in here doing a little bit of damage to these Dragoons.
You know, he still hasn't built that. Okay, he has the obs there. Coming there, good spot for. Oh, the turret coming in.
And the turret's not quite going to get that. Oh, another drop coming in. It looks like
he needs this.
Is not going to be successful. Losing the one shuttle that mattered to those turrets. Mine drag going on the tank there. So many mines on the field for Stalife. I don't see how HaRDy is ever going to break this base with Zealots and Dragoons.
How many factories does Stalife have? I'm really intrigued right now.
I mean, it looks like, yeah, he's got about 10 factories or so.
Yeah, he's continually build more. I mean, do you think you could see Stalife going into nukes in this time of the game?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I would see him going nukes maybe if HaRDy had a massive choke. But I don't think Stalife is scared of a choke coming from HaRDy. And it looks like HaRDy has the observer in Stalife's base right here trying to get some information. I think he's pretty confused right now. He just really wants to be able to see what he's up against.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Does Stalife have scan? Has he been scanning a lot? I don't think I really saw that. Good move here. Like I said, I love the different kind of. He's gonna move the battlefield to the other side. He's gonna storm drop